Hi everyone, it's Marcy Bessaker here, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And I wanted to show you a couple of things I did on this card. Originally I posted the cards on a couple sites, mainly on my business Facebook page. I did not have my honey on here yet. And so I wanted to post the ones with honey. And I wanted to give you some ideas how I did the card, just a few different techniques I did, and definitely how I made the honey. So I'm going to put these up here a little bit out of the way and kind of show you what I did. So first off, what I did for the background is I created some sheets like this, and I took, let me pull it out here, in my paper. Where did I put it? Hold on. I just had it here. Here we go. Right here. In here, I have these chicken wire elements. And I just kind of thought it looked kind of like a honeycomb. I unfortunately got rid of all my honeycomb type stuff before I bought this stamp set. And so I decided to do something, and so I bought that to go in the background. So yes, it is like a chicken wire, but to me it kind of still has that honeycomb look to it. So I used it as a stencil. I pulled one out, laid it on paper, and then I took these two colors, Crushed Curry and Cajun Craze, and I mixed them up with the shimmer white embossing paste. So I took a sheet like this, just an acetate something. This is just a plastic insert I had from something. And I just squished my ink on, added some of my embossing paste, and just kind of mixed it up. And then I used a spatula and just kind of went over the wire looking stuff. And that's how I came up with that. Well, it came out like this, which was a little more orange looking than I wanted. Then I took a brush and I used my Crushed Curry just a little bit, just to color the white background. So I just loosely just kind of went over it, and then I just took a coffee filter and just kind of wiped over it to get the extra off. So that's where you'll see on this card, it started out with the more orange look. And then on this card, it looks a little more yellow. Okay, so that's what I did there. Of course, once I die cut out the cute little honeycomb with the detailed bee stamp die set that goes with the honeybee stamp set, I went ahead and kept the little gold pieces, and I keep this little pouch here, and I'm keeping all my little elements in it that I want to eventually put on the card. So I have some bees, some flowers. You'll see here I just die cut out a bunch more bees and flowers. And what I did is, with my Stamparatus, I put everything I stamped in black, and yes, I even did the flowers in black, because I was okay with it being kind of more of a black and white and gold card, and then just the hive and the flowers kind of pop out a little more color. So that's what I decided to do. I did eventually start with some green ones, but I decided that that's not what I wanted. So I'm just keeping everything in here, including all the gold that came out of my little bee honeycomb that I die cut out. So I'm just going to put all these back in here, and we'll do that. And then all my extra pieces that I made, which is over here, and I had already cut some, thinking I was going to put them on top of like a black strip down the side, and I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with my future cards, but I'm just putting all of that aside. That way, whenever I decide to do these cards, I have some items already started that I can use if I want to. So what I want to do is show you how I made the honey. And so it's gonna take some time to dry. I'll tell you that right now. So what I did is I took a little bit of the Cajun. Okay, my camera I think is kind of falling because it's not set up for my cell phone, and I'm just doing a quick little video, so let me fix this. Let's see if I can get it to fix. Sorry about that. All right. I think it'll be all right. Okay, so what I did is I took some Cajun Craze and I just smushed a little. You don't need a whole lot. And then I took the crushed curry and I did quite a bit more. And it's all on what color you want. Now what I used is the Shimmer Crystal Effects. And you could just use regular crystal effects or any type of a glaze that you have. And so I used quite a bit of this already. So I'm just going to squeeze. Now that's probably a lot. I only have one beehive to do because I did all the other ones. So I probably put too much, but that's okay. So I just kind of mix it up until you get the color that you want. And then you can pull it out of the color and just kind of put it on the side over here. And I actually think because it has a lot of the crushed curry color in it, it's going to be fine using this much. You could add just a little bit of the Cajun Craze in there if you wanted a little bit of a different color. So now what I did is I kind of squished it all together, pick it all up and get it to the tip, and then just pick that up and turn it, and I just kind of shake it down and then kind of drop it so that it's like a drip, and then you could just kind of drip it on and then just kind of, you know, put it where you want it and just make it kind of like honey. And you could even just smush the tip on there and kind of get it where you want it, whatever. I like it to drip, so you want to get it all to the edge, and then if you touch the tabletop or whatever you're working on and just kind of drip it, and I think that's enough for me. So I just want to do that. And now I'm going to set them aside, and I have several over here to the side of me that I'm just going to sit there and let them dry, and it's going to take some time to dry. Like I would suggest overnight because they are thick. Just let them dry. I added these on the card after the fact, so I want to just set these aside and let them dry. And that is how I did the honey. And that is how I did the background. I think it just adds some shimmer. I was concerned using the crystal effects with the shimmer in it, but it actually kind of adds a lot of fun, like some sun shining on it or something. So anyway, there are the cards, and that is how I made the honey, and that is how I made the background. I hope this helps, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to subscribe.